What animal can command the respect of lions? Send even a colossal elephant into a surprisingly hasty retreat and still spend half its day playing in the mud. This tank on legs is a real-life dinosaur, and it's fighting for survival. Today we're talking about rhinos, and trust me, you've never seen them like this. First things first, rhinos may look like prehistoric tanks, but they're actually shy and surprisingly peaceful animals, most of the time. They possess an acute sense of smell and hearing, often flicking their ears to pinpoint sounds, compensating for their relatively poor eyesight, which helps them navigate their world and detect potential threats or companions from afar. These magnificent creatures can weigh up to an astounding 2,300 kilos, that's over 2 metric tons, and despite their bulk, they can charge at an impressive 50 kilometers per hour. Yet they still spend a significant portion of their day just munching grass, meticulously selecting their preferred vegetation, or browsing on leaves and twigs, seemingly contemplating life with a quiet dignity. But don't be fooled by this outward calm. If they feel threatened, or if a mother is protecting her calf, things get very real, very fast. Their demeanor can shift in an instant, regardless of whether they are against a hippo, an elephant, or another rhino. Now here's a true display of wild hierarchy, something you don't witness every day but speaks volumes. Picture this: 2 rhinos on what appears to be a casual stroll, undeterred and resolute, headed straight for a resting pride of lions. You might expect a tense confrontation, a dramatic standoff, perhaps even a skirmish. But do the lions, the apex predators, attack or even hold their ground? Nope. They rise, assess the approaching bulk and determination, and simply stand up and move aside like smart cats, respectfully yielding the path. That's the sheer, unadulterated respect the rhino commands in the wild. Their formidable size and armored appearance mean their presence alone is often a powerful deterrent. Even famously cunning predators, the so-called kings of the Savannah, know better than to pick an unnecessary fight with these walking fortresses. Loving the rhino action? Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on future videos. Okay, let's soften the mood a bit, because if you thought adult rhinos were impressive, wait till you see the calves. Baby rhinos, often called crias, are absolutely adorable chaos on 4 surprisingly nimble legs. They are bundles of energy and curiosity. They run with sudden bursts of unexpected speed, often kicking up their heels. They jump and buck with pure, unadulterated joy. They'll comically chase birds or other small animals, sometimes tripping over their own feet in their enthusiasm. And most importantly, they stick to their mums like glue, rarely venturing more than a few feet away, constantly seeking her presence for reassurance and protection. Sometimes they even form unlikely friendships, or at least show curiosity towards other species, like hanging out near a herd of zebras. Hey, a buddy's a buddy, especially in a vast wilderness where there's always something new to discover. These little ones are incredibly inquisitive, investigating everything with their snouts, yet they are completely dependent on their mothers for nourishment, guidance, and crucial protection during their vulnerable first few years. Which is why every single rhino birth is not just a heartwarming sight, but a truly monumental win for conservation efforts. After all that stomping, snacking, and occasionally asserting their dominance, it's spa-time rhino style. Watering holes are crucial oases, serving not just for drinking, they're often social hubs and absolutely vital cooling stations in the African heat. Rhinos love water, and they especially love thick, gooey mud. You'll often see them luxuriating in a mud bath for extended periods. This wallowing isn't just for fun, though it certainly looks like they enjoy it. It's an essential part of their daily routine for several reasons. This caked-on layer of mud helps them regulate their body temperature under the scorching sun, offers significant protection for their thick skin from biting insects and stubborn parasites, and even acts as a surprisingly effective natural sunscreen. Forget 5-star resorts and fancy treatments. These gentle giants know the true ancient secrets to unwinding in style and staying healthy and comfortable in the wild. But this iconic horn, the very feature that makes them look so formidable and unique, a symbol of their ancient lineage, is tragically also their greatest curse, the source of immense suffering and relentless persecution. Rhinos are brutally hunted by sophisticated and often heavily armed poaching syndicates, driven by the insatiable illegal demand for their horns. These horns are then smuggled across borders and sold on clandestine black markets, primarily for baseless traditional medicine claims, especially prevalent in parts of Asia, or increasingly as high-value status symbols, flaunted as an ostentatious sign of wealth and prestige. Let's be unequivocally clear, and this cannot be stressed enough. Rhino horn is made of keratin. That's the exact same protein that makes up your fingernails and your hair. It has zero scientifically proven medical value. None. The belief that it can cure diseases, from fevers to cancer, is a dangerous and persistent myth, fueling a brutal and unsustainable trade that pushes these animals towards extinction. This devastating reality is why, in some reserves and protected areas, dedicated wildlife veterinarians and courageous conservation teams make the incredibly difficult but often necessary decision to humanely dehorn rhinos. Using safe, established procedures under anesthesia, the horn is carefully trimmed down, a painless process akin to cutting fingernails, making the animal significantly less of a target for poachers. It looks harsh, and it's a drastic measure that nobody wants to take. It feels like a defeat, but in the face of such relentless poaching pressure, it is a proven, life-saving management tool that gives individual rhinos a better chance at survival. Across Africa and Asia, the fight to protect rhinos is ongoing and multifaceted. Dedicated conservation efforts involving governments, NGOs, local communities, and passionate individuals are working tirelessly to safeguard these incredible animals and their precious habitats. They face immense challenges, from organized crime to habitat loss and human-wildlife conflict. But every rhino saved, every poacher apprehended, every acre of habitat protected brings new hope. Their long-term survival depends on these vital commitments, on innovative strategies, and a truly global understanding of their plight and their importance to biodiversity. Rhinos have roamed this planet for millions of years, surviving ice ages and countless environmental changes. They're not just tough, they're living relics, true survivors. But now, more than ever, they need us. They need our voices, our support, our action, share their stories, support legitimate conservation organizations working on the front lines. And remember, sometimes the quietest, most ancient giants make the loudest, most profound impact on our world. Help protect rhinos by spreading the word. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.